Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Vijay Banda. Welcome to the Skill Up Saturday sessions. I think this is our first session in a while, so welcome to all the attendees. You can definitely ask questions through Q&A that is given there in your chat. So just type in your questions. We'll love to keep it interactive. Just give you a quick overview of S-Mentor. S-Mentor is not-for-profit skill mentoring platform formed by a group of industry subject matter experts like me who are here on the call. My name is Vijay Banda. There are a lot of other folks like me who are passionate, to give back to the society, and that is the philosophy that we have. We are sparing our free time to convert competency to service to the next generation. So we execute our philosophy through educating, engaging, enabling, and empowering children. Right, I think, and youth and young professionals. I think our philosophy is to give back. So we find multiple focus areas. Educating is one of them through seminars like this. Engaging is more through one-to-one mentoring. Enabling, giving you some tools, and empowering is channelizing you with the right way in a way so that you can independently go and look and find a job and land a job by yourself. Our objective in the next 5 years is to mentor about 1 million students across the globe. So 10 lakhs people we want to mentor, and we've been accomplishing a lot of energy into this. So thanks to all of you who are going to be part of this mission. Let me just see if I can play this properly. Taking in the presentation mode. The seminar outline, basically the context is going to be the shift in industry and job opportunities and how one should prepare, especially if you look at today, the job market is very tight. I think, but there are jobs. There are jobs out there that the recruiters are not unable to find people who can fill the job. So I think that is the context. How do we find this, silver spoon so that you can be the person the recruiters can sort out to? Okay, and then that would be our context to start with. Then AI careers. I will talk about question and answers in AI careers. We have cybersecurity career question and answers, soft skills question and answer session. Primarily, we kept it interactive, and then next steps of how to engage, with our audience. So, guys, the important thing is we are here to help you. Each one of you, especially we are doing it for this audience. Each one of you, we want you to be successful. So help us help you, right? By asking questions. Let's keep the session interactive. Okay, don't be shy. This session is for you. There is no commercial angle here. We are all putting energy here. All the people here on the call, the mentors, they're giving their free time to you guys to help you so that you are not reinventing the wheel like the rest of us when you are going through your career journey or starting it or in the middle of it. So with that, let me just start with the first topic. I'll spend about 10 minutes on the first topic, and then we'll take Q&A, and then we can jump into the Q&A for the rest of the topics. So this is the outline. If you have any questions, comments, or inputs, please chat in. Durga, maybe you can look at the Q&A and see if there's any questions. You can help me with that. Okay. So context, guys. Before I go to context, okay, let me introduce the privileged folks here. You already know me. I'm here on the left side. I'm the all-in-one guy, the AI cybersecurity mentor. Then Harshvardhan is another cybersecurity mentor who is who's joining us shortly. Karthikeyan is also there on the call here. He's another cybersecurity architect who can answer any questions related to cybersecurity. And then we have a couple of soft skills and life coaches also on the line, Durga Prasad and Manjula Tagaru. I think these two are there for you to help. And then we have a few other folks who can help in also if you have more questions, like Suresh and Vijay Bhaskar and other people who can chime in. If you want to see a list of all our mentors, please do go to our website and check our mentors, and you will see all our mentors, and you can do one-to-one mentoring with some of these folks post our call. I will tell you how we can do that. Okay, so thanks again for being here. Thanks all the co-mentors who are on this on this call today. I request all of you to come on camera if at all when you're talking, so that everybody knows who you are. Okay, so first thing is AI going to lot of questions about AI coming into the picture, right? Is AI going to take over my job? What should you do to stay competitive in the world of AI? I think these are some of the questions that is, I'm actually traveling to US. I'm here for the last couple of weeks. So This is the question faced in US, UK, India, everywhere. Everybody is asking, hey, is AI going to take over my job? Right? So I was doing some research and I was talking to a lot of industry folks. The answer came to me is AI won't replace humans, but humans with AI knowledge will humans with AI will replace humans without AI knowledge. Okay, so that's coming directly from Harvard Business Review. So that is the current phase we are at, friends. We are at a situation, friends, where we are not there yet where AI might replace our jobs or might work, but humans who know how to use AI will replace humans and without AI, and that is what the industry is looking at today. Industry is looking for people who are savvy with the knowledge of AI and where the industry is heading. So what should you do as an expert? What should you do to do in a world like this? You already know the paradigm shift, right? The paradigm shift is they are not just looking for software developers, but they're looking for software developers with AI knowledge. They're not looking for accountants, but they're looking for accountants with AI knowledge, right? They're not looking for, in the future also doctors, but doctors who can use and effectively with AI, writers who can use AI, right? That is what the shift of industry is moving to, right? So this AI is actually now at a phase where it is actually helping us do our work more efficiently. So the companies are looking naturally for people who can do the job efficiently by leveraging these AI tools. Okay, so that is what the number one takeaway. If you are here in this call, the number one thing you should be focusing on is what is the AI won't replace humans, but humans with AI knowledge will replace humans without AI. So how, if you are a college student, high school student, how should you prepare? Okay, I think the first thing, the answer is transform yourself into an AI knowledge worker. Okay, I think the word is, since I'm here in the Silicon Valley, close to Silicon Valley here, so I hear this word, AI knowledge worker, right? A regular software developer and an AI software developer, AI knowledge worker software developer who knows how to use AI tools so that he can code effectively better, right? And that is what the companies are looking for, the jobs are looking for. If you just go and say, I'm looking for a software developer job, or I'm looking for a coding job, or I'm looking for a cybersecurity job, I'm looking for a manager job, it is not going to fly anymore. They're saying, hey, you know what? I'm a person who can really build, who can really leverage AI to bring value into the role that I'm going to be hired in, so that I will be more efficient in these areas. So that is what the industry is looking for, is transformation into AI knowledge worker. I think it's an important thing. I think the key word here is, it is not AI that is going to replace your jobs, but someone's with humans with AI knowledge will replace you initially, at least next 15-20 years, right? So what you need to do is imagine, close your eyes and say, okay, if you are a teacher or if you are a student, right, between you and the job that you're going to do, imagine there is a living and breathing entity, okay, that you are going to leverage, just like this genie in the bottle, right? The genie, you're going to leverage this genie and say, hey, you know what? Okay, who won India versus this particular country's match, right? The AI understands where you're coming from, and if you go through this AI, it will also give you a lot more context about, okay, this country won, India won, these are the player of series, everything it will give you, and it will keep that as a living, breathing entity, so that it's ready for the follow-up question, right? It's the simplest query I'm talking about. But in the same way, in the job, hey, can you write a code for me? Instead of writing a code for yourself, you use AI to write the code for you, and you customize it, right? Instead of writing a book, you use AI to write a book and have it customized, right? Instead of writing a thesis, you ask AI to create a thesis. So you're basically leveraging a lot more on AI. And AI is nothing but an engine that is using the data. If you look at ChatGPT, that has become very, very powerful. OpenAI published it. There's so much data ChatGPT consumes across the world. Any web search data, ChatGPT uses that. There is an algorithm, there's an engine that is built on the data that is available across the universe, like Google does that when you do a search. But what ChatGPT does is it build a nice data pyramid, right? So that imagine a reverse pyramid, right? You start from a generic search and mine into the actual issue. So it will ask you, hey, who was the Prime Minister of India 5 years ago? Okay, what was his name? What was his term before? You can drill into more on questions. That is one way of using AI. Or you can also use AI and say, hey, can you fine tune the work that I'm trying to do? So imagine this living, breathing entity. You are the soft velvet, the glove between you and the work that you're going to do. Imagine that is something that is happening, just like we are using calculators once upon a time, just like we are using mobile phones today to make our apps, but they're all very static. App is a static entity, but AI is a dynamic entity. Imagine it's a living and breathing thing. So especially when the industry today is looking for is the people's ability to use this living and breathing thing, so that they can do their job better. So they're calling them AI knowledge worker. Okay. So I think that's very important that you need to, if you're coming to this session today, one thing that you need to see is I'm not going to be a regular developer. I'm not going to be a regular employee or a regular professional. I'm going to be a professional with AI knowledge worker, whether you're a bank employee, accountant, any profession you pick. Okay. Marketing guy, finance guy. There's an AI tool that is available. So so I told you why and what, right? But now how you are going to, do is you need to start adapting to so many AI tools out there. I think ChatGPT, everybody knows ChatGPT, right? I don't know if you're not logged into ChatGPT, then definitely you are living in, a remote place. But ChatGPT, if you log into ChatGPT or at least log into our S-Mentor AI chatbot, there's so many AI tools out there based on the profession that you are in, right? Based on the kind of work that you are doing, start yourself acclimatizing. I'm giving you the simplest thing. I'm not giving you a tip of how to become an AI programmer. I'm giving you a tip because the context of this particular topic that I'm talking here is how to make sure that you get the job interview. How, regular software developer versus you, because the industry is moved on. The industry is moving to industry is moving to a totally different, way of working. And we cannot simply take the old way of working and say, hey, you know what, I just learned how to write code in Java. I know how to just do my doctor's job. I know how to just use Tally as an accountant. No, the industry is looking for much more than that. You know what, AI can do most of what you're doing, daily reporting, but how can you use AI with Tally to make the job better? So it is basically taking your role from a generic role to more specialized role. Right. So I think the first thing what you need to do is, if whatever the role that you're going to pick up, start exploring which AI tools are out there, right? Which AI tools that you need to start learning that will make you look good on your resume, right? I think I will give you, if you're a software developer, let me see. If you're a software developer, sorry, system is a little slow. Let me just go back one more. There's so many tools. I think my favorite is GitHub, right? A lot of people know GitHub, right? GitHub is used for sharing code, but GitHub is now joined Microsoft's Copilot, so that you don't have to write code from the scratch. The code is produced for you. You just have to customize the code to the business flow, right? Similarly, there's Codium is there. There are a lot of other Google products are there that will help you as a better software developer. Right. So I'm seeing a lot of engineering college grads coming out of engineering colleges and say, you know what, I know how to write code. No, it doesn't matter. Now AI can write programming. What is the differentiator that you're going to bring? Oh no, I know how to use AI better. So that is what the opening topic I was saying. It's not about people who's going to be replaced by AI, but the people who knows AI will replace you, those who doesn't know AI. So it's important for you, as a part of this initial session, is there is so much happening in the world of AI, including the job search, right? There are better ways to start looking for a job by using Grammarly to create better resumes, or Perplexity to summarize your experience, right? Or look at Amazon hiring. You can interview.study how to prepare for question and answer. There's so many AI tools out there that you can leverage on, so that you are basically preparing a better version of you. You are basically elevating yourself through these tools. Like, let's say, you got calculator. Now, if someone asks you 121 multiplied by 121, right? Or 11 times 11, you don't have to say 121, right? You don't have to go to calculator. Similarly, imagine AI is an additional device that is coming and trying to give you a new tool in your hand to make your job better. If you start looking at that perspective, and if you start building your resume using that and complementing your strengths, bingo, you will get a job, friends. So I think that's what my first 10 minutes of the session is all about. There's so many hot IT job trends out there, starting with artificial intelligence specialists, machine learning, data sciences. So these are the hardcore developer jobs. Okay, I'm not talking about the previous topic is different from this. I think some people will ask you how to develop career in this. I will explain you in the next slides. Okay, cybersecurity, cloud computing, and all I will explain you. But I think let's not come here. But I think let's go back to this initial slides here, friends. Here is whoever has joined this call for the first time, or whoever has heard enough of AI. I think please do understand AI. Just close your eyes and say, okay, AI is just this genie between me and the job that I am going to do with the company. Okay, so I need to start leveraging these AI tools. The better I am, the better I can find a job. So that is where you need to evolve yourself as an AI knowledge worker. So that is the summary from me on this particular topic. With that, let me see if anybody has any questions on this particular one before I move on to the second topic of the session, which is the AI careers Q&A and cybersecurity careers Q&A. Okay, so let's see if there's any questions. Please type in your questions in the Q&A. Okay. You guys understood what I'm trying to get. Hopefully you all understand the context behind it. So now let me see if I can shift the gears. Where to start learning AI? So now someone is asking about the question about how to build careers in AI. So that is our natural next topic, segue into our next topic. So let's go there. So guys, remember the first topic that I mentioned, even though it says AI multiple times, it is not just for AI job. It is a natural shift in industry and job opportunities across the fields. Even doctors today, pharmacists today in US, the people who work in the pharmaceutical industry are also learning how to use AI tools to make their job better. I think that is the first fundamental, easy, low-hanging fruit that you all should explore before, I want to become an AI developer, I want to become a, that is secondary, that is definitely there. But I think it's important for you for this initial portion of the call is to understand this shift and start leveraging the AI tools out there. And that is the very, very important thing I want to emphasize. And I want you to all to remember that as a part of the takeaway here. It's not the AI that is going to replace jobs, but humans who know AI. So from today onwards, whatever the job that your profession is in, right, make sure that you all really spend that energy of understanding the tool and understanding the tool and stuff. Okay. Then the next one is naturally, okay, a lot of people, okay, how are these tools built, right? Okay, AI tools. There's so many tools out there for developers. There are so many things out there, things like that. How do we build these various different AI tools? How to build a career in AI? Someone asked the question. Let me jump on to that particular topic. Definitely AI is part of the hot job trend. There are multiple career opportunities in AI. Since I've been spending a lot of time, in the AI lately, including deployment of our web forms, building careers in AI, right? I think first thing is, if you want to build a career in AI, first thing is you need to be very strong in mathematics and algorithms understanding, right? For example, Fibonacci sequence algorithm. If I ask someone to write a Fibonacci sequence algorithm, right? Always add the previous number and print the next number. Add the previous number, 1, 3, 5, 7, like that. Add the previous number. So like that's an algorithm, right? Round robin is an algorithm, right? There's so many algorithms out there that are public and private, right? So it's important for all of you to understand that you need to have, first of all, very solid solid mathematical and algorithmic background, understanding how data sciences works, statistics works, how the algorithms of mathematics works. And then you need to really understand some programming. You need to pick up some programming, Python programming, something. And then you need to understand how data mining works, knowledge of Unix, and then understand some amount of programming logic, right? Of course. So the roadmap, typical roadmap is learn Python programming, learn math fundamentals, learn machine learning, do machine learning projects, learn deep learning, and do. So this is and you can find a lot of career courses, free courses on this, right? Again, this session is not to teach you any of this, but this session is give you the guidance and direction, right? In terms of what to do, how to build a career in AI. Get a bachelor's degree, learn fundamentals, get an understanding of analytics, understand the field, and go start applying. So this is different things and so many opportunities in the AI base. But the most important slide is the previous slide is you have to have the right fundamentals. And I have Suresh also on the call here. I'm going to call him up because he's one of our AI and coding expert to give us more information about how we can have someone like a development background can build a career in AI. So let me see if Suresh, are you there on the call? Can you speak, please? Suresh? Yeah. Okay, I thought Suresh is there on the call. No? Okay. Anybody else on the call who from my team can talk a little more about the AI?
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes. Hi, Suresh. Hi.
Hello, Ani.
Thanks.
First time I'm installing this app and I'm trying to figure out.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Vijay Garu, for giving me opportunity. I will quickly introduce myself. I have 20 years of experience in IT, and I have mobile stack experience and backend experience, and I worked on Microsoft for 11 years, and around last 8 years, I'm in health tech, healthcare. And so I also started learning AI. I'm super inspired by the mentorship from the Vijay Garu, and I started learning. So it's a big journey, I would say. Definitely, it is helpful in wherever we are in which career. It could be as Vijay said, it could be accounting or it could be any other doctors or any domain or industry. Everyone needs to learn AI. So when I started learning AI, I was really confused and scared about that. Oh, I need to learn all the LLM models and analytics and statistics, but that's not the false assumption. So right now, a lot of models are available, a lot of APIs and SDKs. It's just like using another API, just like using another SDK, in our world. So in the software world, that is like that. It is very useful and made it very easy to use. Only thing what we need to enable is according to our use cases. How can we enable AI for our use case? If I am in a particular company, what are the processes we are doing? How can we augment AI tools into our regular working? So how can we make our life easier and also more productive? So that's what I'm about to say. I have a lot of examples in my tech, in my healthcare. We are second largest health tech. I'm working for Providence. We are using AI to make the life of the nurses, life of the doctors way easy. So I can give a lot of examples. Maybe I can schedule a separate session that can explain, how can we leverage AI. So that is just a small intro from my side. So Vijay, anything that you want me to elaborate?
I think let me see if there's any specific questions on AI before we move on to cybersecurity. I think thank you, Suresh. Once upon skill up is okay. Somebody asked a question about we also talk about everything. I think today's topic happened to be based on. I know there was a question about is skill up only for AI. I think the main thing is friends. I think based on the questions submitted, there are a lot of people submitted questions around AI and cybersecurity. Based on the surveys we sent. So we have molded this session to that. but typically it's a very open session, so people can ask any questions. So even if you are here, don't be hesitant to ask questions. Okay, please ask questions. We are here to help you. So any other developers, any other thing, how to upgrade the faculty? Okay, Vijay Bhaskar. Okay. Durga, you want to take that?
Yes, sir. Suresh Garu, this is regarding AI, sir. How to use AI in institutions, sir, especially engineering. There is a huge gap, a skill development gap. So how to convince the students? Normally, students will be hesitating to learn the new things. What are skills? Like adaptability is very much needed in order to be successful in career, right? But it's very difficult to convince the students, especially when coming to the latest technology. This, Suresh Garu, any tips from your side, sir? I'll be interacting with the institution students, actually, especially engineering students. So just I want a tip from you, because you are an industrial expert, professional expert. I know clearly that if they don't possess the skills, they will be lagging behind. They will be out of the market. Their life will be very difficult, miserable life they're going to lead. Because what they'll say, jobs are not there, jobs are not there. That's a myth, actually. Jobs are there, but the employability is not there. I'm trying to convince the students that you need to come up, but they're not so much motivated towards this new changing adaptability.
So, yeah, I can answer that. Definitely, sir. I think that is one of the things, like people morely concentrate, and the students especially concentrate on the academics, right? So they want to get
Yes.
into the academics. And mostly on the engineering side, they want to get into the next level. On so many people are looking for MS and coming here, but they really struggle a lot because academics is not only enough, right? They need to have a skill to acquire the jobs. So I did a lot of mentoring on job preparation, how to prepare the jobs, how to make the profile better, how to edit the LinkedIn. Those are the very different concepts. Those are the must to do things. There are a lot of checklists that we need to follow. We need to build a personal branding. What is your specialty out of 100 people? What is your specialty? You should only, they will take 10%, right? If you are filtering a resumes, filtering profiles, how can be I'm one of those 10 people. So that strategies, there are a lot of strategies. So branding strategies, and also what you're at better, not only just academic skills, right? So they need to pick their own favorite. It could be any mobile technologies, back end or front end, or any other technology. They can make it as their primary competency. In addition to that, they also need to learn AI. How can they build, or they can use AI tools in their favorite area? Say, if I'm a mobile developer, there are a lot of AI tools for mobile. I worked in mobile for last 8 years. So I started learning what are the tools available. Similarly, if you are a backend developer, or if you're a data engineer, if you want to do a data scientist, there are a lot of, or even data warehouse. So there are a lot of AI tools available for every stack. So they have to learn that. So unless they learn those skills, it's segmenting their career. Like they want to apply for any job, it's very important. I think my personal assumption is giving more context into the use cases, because everybody know a lot of courses available, a lot of AI is available, but how it really be using in the industry, how they are applying. So looking at the use cases, explaining to them, then that will give more clarity, I believe. So that's my answer to that. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Really, what you have said is highlighted point, sir, actually, because everybody is unique person. So next time, it will be, your tips will be very useful to interact. Especially, I'll be trying to focus on finally engineering students, sir, because they should identify their USP, and then only they can come up. And that is possible only then can see, nothing is permanent except change. If they are able to catch the change hold, then they will be successful in their professional life. Right. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Wonderful suggestion.
Suresh, thank you very much for the reply. And again, guys, we have people like Suresh, many people like Suresh who are from development background and AI comprehensive background as as a developer evolving into AI developer. You can get mentoring sessions from him. We are here to help you literally to make you successful. So please register. and then send it to all the friends who are looking for jobs in AI, and Suresh can mentor them. So with that, if you don't have any more questions on the AI side, let me see if the chat message any more questions. If not, so let's go into my another favorite topic of mine is cybersecurity, right? So again, cybersecurity is another fast career path that is evolving. A lot of people reach out to me and say, hey, you know what, I want to do cybersecurity. I want to it's an ocean. And I'm not going to go through all of it. I think when someone reached out to me, I'll say, hey, you know what, which bucket of this you are interested in? There's so much out there. You are trying to say, hey, you know what, I want to drink, drink what I want water, or which type of, or I want to eat a meal. So which type of meal you want to eat, right? So I think it's important for you to understand cyber also has multiple subchains, which itself is giants by themselves. So we have some hardcore cybersecurity gurus here, Harshvardhan and Karthik, who definitely can walk you through all this. I think it's important for you to understand and build where you start. Cyber defense is about, you are monitoring proactively for alerts and threats, and then reacting to incidents, making sure that you are recovering from the incidents fast enough. Because if you look at cyber attacks, 2024 has been the highest in the last recent years, especially since the Russia-Ukraine war. Cyber attacks have significantly increased worldwide. And every second day, I hear a new cyber attack, a new company, where, recently in US, one of the car rental companies, the cyber attack happened in one of the car rental companies, and the company pretty much, couldn't operate. They couldn't, car leasing company also couldn't operate. They have to go into paper mode completely. So cyber defense is another big thing, folks, that you should, is a big career. So with that, I'm not going to take a lot of time on these two. I'm going to keep this slide here and turn it over to Harshvardhan and Karthik to provide the valuable insights. How would someone go about building a career in cybersecurity? Maybe I can start with Karthik first and then pass on to Harsh. Karthik, over to you. How do educational professional, someone looking cybersecurity as a career, how do you walk them through this? Yeah, over to you.
Yeah, sure. Yep. Thanks, Vijay. So thanks everyone for your time for attending. Let me take a minute or two to introduce myself. Karthikeyan, and I have around 16 plus years of experience in cybersecurity, and I have worked in multiple functions within cybersecurity. I have worked in security operations. I have worked in service sector, providing customer support for networking products. I have experience in network security. I also have worked on governance and risk management. I have also experience in cybersecurity architecture. So basically, like multiple areas within cybersecurity, I have gained experience over the 16 years that I have been in professional life. And I have also like experience and worked in multiple domains, starting from technology. I mean, like service sector, manufacturing, finance industry, and technology sector. Each domain or each industry brings a unique perspective and requires a different mindset. Even though the cybersecurity areas are like, and the technology is like same, you need to have a different mindset when you're working in different industries, basically because there are different priorities for different industries. So that is one key thing that we have to keep in mind when we start our cybersecurity career. So again, like for aspiring individuals who are either fresh into the industry or like who have like few years of experience, so as Vijay earlier said, like you have different areas within cybersecurity. So let me talk about security architecture and governance and risk management, which is basically my specialty. So when you talk about the security architecture, it is something that you might have heard, like you might have heard about the DevSecOps, you might have heard about the secure software development lifecycle, and you might also heard about the words shifting security to the left. Okay, so this security architecture is one of the areas which is in the leftmost areas. And the reason why I'm bringing this is we were talking about, Vijay was mentioning about the incidents, cyber hacks that costs companies millions of dollars. So earlier we tried to fix any issues or any potential issues related to the cyber security. That is best. As we go into the production, fixing that becomes costly. And again, like after some incident has occurred, fixing that is, it's not only costly but also like we have to fight a legal battle. We have to like lose our customers' trust. A lot of implications coming around with that. So basically, like architecture, security architecture is one field where you do understand the business, understand what type of a security controls that you put for a particular application or a system or a process wherever a company's confidential information is being processed. Okay, this is one interesting field. And the second thing is governance and risk management. It is one area this might or might not be suitable for freshers if we have freshers here. So after gaining some insights into the cybersecurity area through security operations and then the tools and associated monitoring technologies, um, firewalls, network securities, system security, after gaining insight into this, basically the GRC part is where you define governance and how the management for the setup governance actually works. So this is definitely one important area which we cannot ignore, though it is not a technical area or not a hands-on. But when you go for an audit or when we go for a certification due to customer requirements or industry regulatory requirements, GRC is one area where we have to maintain a strong records that GRC is actually happening. So this embeds into, this is not a separate process, but it embeds into each and every other process within cybersecurity. So if you have to, like, if someone is interested in learning, the best way to do is go try your hands dirty on each of the fields that you want. Take out a tool, like you have access, like when you compare like 15 years back or 20 years back, accessibility to the technology was like not that easy. But with that with the advent of cloud and related technologies, it's just like few minutes away from what you want to learn. You wanted to play with the system tools, you want to play with the networking tools, you want to play with a large language model AI, it's nothing is a barrier apart from like our mindset. So go play with the cloud environment, take subscription with Azure, AWS environments, spin up few things, try it out, and definitely like you will get full idea into what cybersecurity is. And that is the best way according to me where we can get started.
Thank you so much, KM. I think let me also pass it on to Harsh to provide his inputs. If I were a fresh candidate, how will I approach, building a career in cybersecurity? Harsh, can you spend some light on that? If you are a brand new college graduate, you can still see my screen, right? I'm sharing.
Yes.
So how do you approach and I think that would
Sure,
help.
Vijay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So I'm audible to everybody, right?
Yes, Harsh.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. So there's an issue with my camera, so it's not turning on. So I'll continue on audio. Thanks for being a patient listener. Okay, great. So when it comes to cybersecurity, first of a thing is it looks big. People think it's a very fancy. We don't know where to start on. But when you look at a cybersecurity, you can just look into the three things. Okay, and the three words are CIA: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So what happens? What do you mean by the confidential? Confidential is something that is very private to me and my or within my, I'll say, set of member whom I trust. Okay, when we say confidentiality, so we have lot of medical firms who do lot of research, then we finally build out a medicine. Okay, this is a medicine we are building out, and this is a tablet, and you take this tablet and it will cure your that specific illness. Okay, so but to building that medicine, there's lot of years of hard work goes. People do lot of multiple tests, lot of different combination in that drugs, that for those chemicals in ingredients, right? So that is the information somebody did R&D, and they want to keep that information safe. Okay, and if that information is out, so the medical firm, they lose their competitive edge in a market. Everybody start replicating the same, and they start also building, so it may impact their business. So that's what a confidentiality, that secret is something that they want to maintain within that specific limit. That is a confidentiality. That's integrity. So integrity means what? So you're passing information from one point to another point. In between, that message should not lost, it should not get tampered. You're sending text from point A to point B. So is there somebody in middle? He can tamper with the data, or they can steal it. Okay, so that kind of information has to be secured. Okay, so this is something called integrity of the message. The next is availability. Your information, your system is maintain the confidentiality. It has the integrity. What about the availability? So one company is racing with another company. Okay, they're working on the same product. For example, a microprocessor, or two different company building the car. while building the car, they have to run lot of things in the back end, processing power, how much fuel efficiency, engines, refining, right? So when they encounter a problem and they want to solve it, but the information is not available to them. For other company, the information is always available to engineers to look onto the issue and to work on. So availability of the data is also comes into play. So when we talk about cybersecurity, always I'll say remember these three words: confidentiality, integrity, availability, CIA. And the next thing that recently added, that's called governance. That's my friend Karthik Manoharan just talked about it. That's about, I'll say, the governance. Okay. So when I start thinking how I should build my career in cybersecurity, goes to very basics. Learn how a system works, how the computer talk to each other, what's my basic protocols, what is my OSI model, TCP IP model. So how to computer establish the trust, what is the IP, what's a subnet IP, what's a network. And these all starts from your first semester in engineering. And if you're BSc and the relative field, so you can have all those information starts early in your curriculum. So there, if you stick to the your logic, and when you want to move your things into cybersecurity, so you can start your career with the basic minimum certification you should have: CompTIA Security Plus, Certified Ethical Hacker. So these two domains, if you do these two certification for freshers, they will open you the first door towards a very big oceans, and that oceans has again different specialization in it. So if you open, say, do these two certification, it will talk about what is a reconnaissance, what is a malware, so how to prevent it, what are the different kind of attacks, what are type different type of tools are being used in cybersecurity. They will open up lot of questions, and it will teach you the technology also, how the HTTP handshake happens, how we can hacker can get into the to communication in between 2 points and try to take the steal the information out, how the adversaries nowadays changing their tactics on a daily basis to attack you from the all different directions. It might be a phishing attempt, it might be a malware, Trojan. So they have so many different things. But if you starting point would be CompTIA Security Plus and Certified Ethical Hacker. From there, you can start learning and building. And cybersecurity, once you get into this field, again, this is divided into 10 different fields inside. You want to get into security operations, you want to threat hunter, you want to a threat intel, then you malware analysis, reverse engineering, then you go to endpoint security tools and technologies, risk and governance, audit. And then after that, we have a different standards also. If you're working in the US, you have to follow a different framework for their data protection. If you go to Europe, it's a GDPR and PCI DSS, where whole your credit card industry works on. Then opportunities are, I'll say, unparalleled to any another career fields. Hundreds and millions. Right now, throughout the world, there are at least a 500K, at least 5 lakh shortage of the security people across the globe. That much deficiency right now we have. Opportunities are there, but the companies are looking for the right candidate with the right skills. If you upgrade yourself to the desired level, there is no problem in the job market. But if you don't have a skills, if you go apply for a job, then things you will get rejected because you don't have the skill set or the tools which needed right now to the market to safeguard our industry. Okay, for example, I tell you everything. Cybersecurity, another analogy you can compare with our defense forces. So their entry level job is what? Agniveer. Okay, you go there, you enroll it, you become a spy, then you become a subedar, then you become senior subedar, then you become lieutenant, then second lieutenant, major, colonel, and until brigadier. Okay, but for everybody, the entry point is same. You have to learn the basic, and then again further you decide, okay, I want to be military, air force, navy. Again in air force, I want to be a gunman, I want to fighter jet. Okay, I want to fly a different plane, or I want to just operate unguided weapons, I want to take a drones. Okay, so right now the way terminology is changing in our cyber defense, that is also part of our defense forces. That's why we call it as a cyber defense forces. Now in cybersecurity, we call them cyber defense. We have to protect our intellectual property, our network, our organization against those malicious attacks. And for that, we need a very large army, and each one has to be equipped with very specific skill set handle that kind of a problem that we are dealing on a daily basis. So that's a very close analogy. I'll tell you. When we say in our defense forces, we have commandos, we have armed forces, paramilitary, and then we have fighter jets, navy, and then we have marine commandos. You have different kind of a people and but everybody part of our defense forces. The same happens with cybersecurity. To protect yourself, you should have multiple skills, multiple areas, but starting point is the same. CompTIA Security Plus and certified ethical hacker that will open the door for you. What are, I'll say, bigger opportunity lies in front of you, and based upon your psychology or your personality style, you will pick the right cyber courses or cyber field for yourself. Okay, and if you guys want to know more about it, so please get in touch with the Yes Mentor so we all can guide you. But this is the primary. I can talk for 10 hours, but in interest of a time, that's where we have to start with. Thank you, Vijay. Vijay, you're on a mute if you're talking.
Thank you, Harsh. And I think we have two other wonderful speakers here today, because I want to make sure that they get a chance to talk to you about some of the soft skills and tips from the life skills point of view. So Durga and Dr. Manjulata garu, if you are a college student approaching the job industry today, it's not like the old days where you apply for a banking job or even the IT jobs 10 years ago. It's all different. Just give some tips to new job seekers or existing job seekers. Maybe Durga, you can start with, and what they can do, how they should prepare themselves mentally, and then let's also hear from Manjulata garu. Yeah. Over to you, Durga.
Thank you all. Have a great evening. Actually, this S-Mentor is the right platform. We are trying to bring out the best within every one of us, because we believe that everybody has talent, but what they need is right mentor to spark that dormant talent within each and every mentee. That is what the main purpose of S-Mentor. And at S-Mentor, we believe that one for all for one philosophy, that everybody will be working to bring out the best in each and every one of us. What is the main problem with the current trend is that the student and especially young employees are not able to cope up with the changing technologies as well as the pressures, be it in the colleges as well as in the professional. And how to overcome that? Should we give up their dreams and goals? No. So S-Mentor is there for them. Either they are students or young software employees or any, it's a platform for any field, be it in marketing, sales, banking, or IT. All these, we will be providing mentoring services, because I've seen, I'll be visiting education institutions, mostly degree and engineering colleges. I've seen many people will come up with lots of hopes and dreams. They will begin their career and the colleges, but as the time passes, they will give up on their dreams. Why this should happen? This is what Vijay sir's idea is also. He is very much concerned about this. For that purpose, he has written a book, Skill Up India and Hello Future Skills. And we formed this S-Mentor to help dormant talents within each and every one of us. And from my side, I'll be giving training to soft skills to engineering students, as well as the young entrepreneurs or employees from the industry also. So please share our philosophy and ideology to others and take our services to bring out the best within you. And wishing you great success in all your endeavors. Thank you. Thank you for giving this opportunity, Vijay sir.
Yeah, just I think, if there is any faculty or campus team out there, I think Durga is definitely a contact who's been interacting, and Vijay Bhaskar, another person on the call. I think you're all interacting with college students, and you can see the big gap between what the industry is looking for and what colleges are thinking themselves, and even the student mindset. I think what Durga is saying, it's time for us to shift the mindset into a new mindset. It's no longer going to be degrees, guys. It's no longer going to be marks, right? It's about skills. It's about competencies. It's about your branding. It's about showcasing your uniqueness. I think we are at a point that a lot of generic work is going to be done by robots. Now it's time for us to assume that generic work will be done by person. Nobody's going to come and say, hey, write a program for you. Say, make this program better. Leverage artificial intelligence, leverage crowd. So I think that the jobs, that's why we are not getting a lot of jobs, even though jobs are out there. So I think the mindset shift is what students, as mentor, we want to bring that future mindset into people. So thank you very much, Durga, for saying that. Hemalata garu, would you want to say a few words to our folks here on the call? Okay.
Good evening, all. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you, sir. Actually, I'm having some network issue. I'm unable to on my camera. Sorry for that one. I would like to introduce myself. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. I'm Dr. Manjulata, and my background is biomedical antennas. I did the research on biomedical antennas, and today's session really, whoever students are here, it is a very good platform for you, and all of you should understand. So here there is a gap. Actually, we most of us, we know only ChatGPT, some of the tools to utilize the AI, but for each and every segment or every area there are specific tools, and wherever you are interested, definitely you have to work on the tools, and you have to get that knowledge. And if you don't get that one, that is a very big problem for you, because there will be a difference. Who are approaching AI, they will be very efficient compared to non utilizers of AI. So please utilize this opportunity, and in Yes Mentor also you are having wonderful team. And today I hope you came to know about the cybersecurity, and the people are helping you out in the different areas, and that is my suggestion, to utilize the platform properly. Thank you, sir.
I think, thank you very much, Andy, Dr. Manjula. She is very useful if any of you want to understand how women should navigate their careers, what are some of the tips. I think she'll be happy to talk to any of you. Her contact will be listed on our S Mentor site. Happy to, have you all to reach out to her. So I know it's almost an hour time and we spoke a lot. I'm going to give, I think, a few minutes to you guys again to see what you have in mind, and just, we are your big brothers, and, consider us as your big brothers and sisters here. We are here to help the next generation of India. So anybody, Pawan, Srikanth, Swati, Charan, anybody has any questions, please type in, or raise your hand. I will try to see if we can, get, your questions answered. So again, we call it a seminar or a mentoring session because we are not here to tell you, we are just here to help you channelize, right? We're not here to give you the answer, the house, right? Okay, do this training, go through the training. We're telling you, giving you the new mindset so that you can equip yourself in the right direction, in the right methods to achieve your goal. Charan, any questions from you? I can allow you to talk if you want to say something. Charan or Pawan or Srikanth Reddy.
So somebody raised their hand, sir.
Okay. Okay, Srikanth Reddy, I just turned on your mic, so you can speak now, Srikanth Reddy.
Hi. Am I audible now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So my question is in the first 10 minutes, so you're talking about AI taking over jobs. So the main concern will be if the software employees are using a lot of AI tools. So there's a concern that it might lead to data leak, right? So how the company should move on about that?
Sorry, I didn't completely understand your question, Srikanth Garu. Companies should worry about the data privacy?
Yeah.
Okay. See, already we have GDPR is like, there's a risk and compliance team. They already If you look at Zoho, why am I using Zoho? A simple example, because all the data is stored in India. Okay, I want my data to be stored in India. That's why I'm using Zoho, because it's an Indian software company and the cloud is in India, right? So I think similarly, you can define the scope of which data that AI need to be using. If you're aware of the generative AI evolution, generative AI have multiple phases. There is a generic, if you go to our smentor.ai website, which is our chatbot, if you log into this chatbot, if you ask questions here, this uses a lot of internet knowledge. But what we are doing is we are also building something called a localized learning module based on the data that we have inside within Esmentor, right? So that is where the privacy comes into picture. So when you build the LLMs, you basically make sure that you are giving the answer related to the scope of your company, and you are not throwing out all the data from external, that you are not, the veracity of the data, about veracity of the data is not confirmed. So you want to use LLMs to ensure the veracity, authenticity, and the confidentiality of the data that you manage, because the employee sitting in the company, if he's doing a AI-based job, he should not be getting data from internet, but he should first getting data from this internal company to make sure that that he's getting the right information. Of course, the internal company has to manage the data just like any other data. The confidentiality, integrity, availability should comply. So that is a give and take. If you are working for a company called ABC, whatever the data, PowerPoints, whatever the data, IP of the company will stay with the company only. But AI can be smart enough through LLMs to first give you answers based on the company's telemetry, then expand that into the global data. That is how you can customize it. Hopefully, I answered your question.
Yeah, I got it.
Anything from you, Charan or Swati? We'd love to hear from you. I'll make some questions. Yeah, Charan, go ahead.
Hello, Vijay Garu. Hi, nice to meet you, Andy, and Suresh Garu. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to join the Esmentor sessions here. It's been very insightful knowing different topics, knowing about different topics like cybersecurity, full stack development, and in the AI field as well, how it is going and stuff. So coming to my background, I've been working as a full stack developer and a data engineer for over 7 years now. So been trying to know how can we include AI to make my job better. So recently we have started using GitHub Copilot in our organization in order to generate the code basically in a secured manner instead of going ahead and giving the private enterprise data to ChatGPT or any other AI system which is completely available to the public. So that's one of the changes which I have seen recently in my field. I'm more interested to know. So the purpose of me being here is to know what are the different AI tools and how the market trends are going on in order to improve myself as a full stack developer at an individual contributor level, and I want to grow in my career as well in a managerial or architectural position. So looking for some guidance in that area. So that is the main purpose, and how I can upskill and contribute to my career and to others' career and to the company as well. So yeah, this is my purpose to be here.
I think you know Suresh well. I think Suresh and you are both from my focus. So I think feel free to reach out to Suresh. I think anything you want to answer further on this, Suresh?
No, Andy, no, Vijay Garu. I think everything is good. So I think we definitely help each other, and I'm ready to help in coding or programming. I practice a lot of algorithms and how to crack the interviews. So I already gave a lot of sessions, 80 plus sessions I gave in last 2 years. So I'm happy to help any students or even existing employees to get into the new jobs, new companies. So AI is another, like as I said, I'm also learning AI. I'm happy to, share whatever I know so far. But as I am learning new concepts and new way of implementing, and then I'm happy to share in the future sessions. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, I think thanks, Andy. I think Charan, I think it's AI today. Everybody's experimenting today. We are in experimental mode. Right?
Yes.
There is no single path and say, hey, learn this, learn, apply this. You are going to get there. Like in olden days, you learn a particular tool and you exercise it. Here, there's so much. I think sitting this side of the world also. I think you're also here this side of the world. I think there is so much going on. You can, if you just Google on AI tools for developers, you'll get 2,000 of them, right? Today. So I think GitHub Copilot is definitely a great one. But how efficient will that be in your area? That in a full stack development, how mature it is, in terms of making your job better. I think the industry is still evolving, but I think let's keep talking. And a great point from you, Sharon. And let's hear from Swati also, one last person, and then we can wrap up the call. Swati, anything from you?
Yeah, hi all. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So frankly, I'm like completely out of this IT field and everything.
Okay.
This Yes Mentor was recommended by one of my friend,
Okay.
like just to join whether I'll get some idea. So
Okay.
it's like I have an experience of 6 years, but it is completely out of IT. It's from GIS Apple mapping. So now it's like, I think from last 4 or 5 months, I am jobless and I am searching for a job, and I was thinking of, shifting my career into some IT sort of. So it's like I am in a dilemma from 6 months. I'm just thinking what I need to study. Like I checked for SQL, like I tried to learn that because I'm from a non-IT background. Like I studied BCom, MBA and all. And at that time we didn't had this analytical things in our course. So I don't have any idea regarding that. So I tried for SQL, Python and everything. I am like, I get stuck in middle. I really don't know what to do. So I was just thinking you guys can give me some,
Sure. I think it's really bold of you to speak. There is a PowerPoint I'll share with you on the slide. How to build a career in IT. Okay. It is in a public folder. I think my suggestion to you is first start there, right? Because you're absolutely right. What our mentoring platform, there's so much information out there, right? I think the set of mentors, we are trying to channelize that information so that what will be useful for you that complements your strength. So it's a great, I think you are the right person for this kind of audience, that especially people like you that we want to help. So thank you for joining us. Whoever recommended you, I think they did the right thing. Let me just see if I can find this deck quickly and share it with you. In the chat, it is a public slide. You can copy and you can basically there's a one-to-one mentoring in our thing. You can register for that, and we will be happy to answer questions. Let me see. This is can you see my URL that I shared you in the Q&A? There is a Q&A on your screen. There's a Q&A.
Yeah.
And there's a drive.google.com. Just click on that.
Okay.
There is that basically talks about it's a comprehensive deck that we presented in the past, and a lot of people really liked what we presented there. So please review it. So and then we can we can have an offline conversation, or if you have more people like you who wants to build a career in cybersecurity, please have them join this, because I'm sorry, not cybersecurity, IT. Please have them join us, and we'll be happy to coach them also here. I think this content talks about building a successful career in IT. If you can see my screen, I'm going to take 1 minute to skim through this. Why and what of IT? What is the tech landscape? How does the futurescape looks? What is IT is all about? What are all the technologies that are evolving? And then I'll start with software development lifecycle and explain all the things. and talked about IT career streams. And this is the slide that I think you will be very interested in. What are the various career streams out there, and what is the best career stream that you need to pick? So please go through this, and then we can definitely catch up with you, and then talk to you more about it. Okay. So that's my
Sure.
2 cents to you. I think it's a great thing that you are doing. I think great exploration, and if you're a group of 5-10 people that we want to conduct a session for you on how to build a career in IT, please write to us. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So it's
So
9:11.
it's like I need to register.
Yeah. Or you can, for now, if you go to one-to-one mentoring, you just register there on the website. I think we will provide you that details. Let me see if that link is also here. So there is a, there is a Joho Connect. So we are basically going completely made in India product. I think that's what I'm. So Joho is an India product. So we are shifting everything to Joho. I pinged you a Joho Connect URL that you can write. Worst case scenario, if things are not working out and you need help, just write to me. I will help you register in the system. And once you register in the system, then you can ask any question, any technical question in our discussion dashboards, and any of us will answer based on the request that we have. Okay.
Oh yeah, sure. Thank you.
You're most welcome, and wish you the very best. So thanks everybody, I think, for joining the call. And I think we will try to, we have to experiment it in terms of keeping the sessions very generic like this. Or initially we were taking first week of the month, we will start with AI. Second week, we'll start with cyber and coding and other things. We'll see based on the audience. I'm surprised we have about 35 people registered and only 10 of them have showed up today. So I'm kind of surprised. I will see, how to take this from here. But thanks everybody, and for being a part of this pious cause. And we're trying to build a repeatable system through S-Mentor. So it is a collective effort from all of us to see how we can collectively put our heads and shoulders together to help the country to the next level. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. Talk to you all later. Thanks everybody. Good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.